Girl Alone, an Ella Dark FBI suspense thriller, Book 1. Written by Blake Pierce. Narrated by Abigail Reno. Prologue. With her feet perched on the counter, Christine bent her head backward and eyeballed the wall clock above her. 5:32 p.m. She spun her chair around, then pulled out her phone to double-check the time. Ugh, she thought. I'm sure that clock hasn't moved in an hour. It had been a forgettable day in a forgettable town. Christine Hartwell had long known that most Friday nights were unremarkable once middle age crept in, but she never dreamt it would come to this. Willingly keeping her shop open until the evening hours on the off chance someone needed DIY supplies. She pulled herself up and strolled out into the first aisle. Beyond the store's stained windows, Christine watched a crimson sun descend below a cluster of trees on the other side of the bayou. The last of the day's natural light gradually dissolved, casting a deep gray hue across the small village. Christine's small Louisiana town didn't have much to offer, but it allowed her to live a simple life against a backdrop of gorgeous scenery. Sometimes, when her store was empty, she could hear the gentle trickle of the bayou outside her window, rhythmic and comforting in its serenity. It was a life, and that was all she wanted. She began to rearrange a small display of hacksaws in the shop window, and then glanced over at the time again. There wasn't a soul in sight, nor had there been in the past 2 hours. Time to close up, she thought. I've got a life to live. She made her way to the rear of the store, to the switch which closed the exterior shutters, after which she'd leave out the fire exit behind her. She pushed down, then counted to 10. She heard the mechanical whir beyond the storeroom wall and began to contemplate what the rest of her evening might hold. Television? Dinner? Wine? Browse for holidays I can't afford? But as Christine reached the count of 6, something pulled her from her boredom-induced daydream. Bang! A startling thud on the other side of the wall.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?